here. It's a short time.
Let's do this. I don't know. This is the first time I've caught one live, so we're just gonna check this shit out and see what happens. I don't know. It just started. All I know is it's in Los Angeles. It's
Absolutely.
a white
Looks
car.
like he might be exiting here. Let's see, Mike. We might be getting off the freeway. We're coming into downtown LA area. He's got he's
How
got
are
cross
you,
traffic
Louis?
right here.
Hey.
He's going to have to hit the brakes. He's going to come northbound at us, Mike. Let's hold right here, and he's going to go under the freeway. We should see him pop back.
Just
out.
came up,
He has
so
options
I
here.
don't
He's
know.
back on. No, he's going to go northbound and then go westbound here. This is going to be on, I believe it's 16th Street. And
Yep, that's Stu.
Towards
That's Stu.
Back towards the 110 freeway. Wrong side of the road. Northbound.
These things make me so nervous watching them. I get so excited and so jumpy and yo, I do too. I do too. He's my favorite one to watch. When this stuff goes down, he's my favorite. Oh, we got a glitch. That's not me.
That's good right there.
He's going kind of fast on these surface streets. Oh.
Got to slow.
Oh shit.
Oh.
See, I'm sorry. I cuss. I'm sorry.
Slide right a little bit, Mike. He's right turn eastbound. No, the other way. Yeah, they're aware of it, Micah. You can guarantee that LAPD knows that it's coming in the area. Northbound turn, Mike. Let's go right a little bit behind that building now, and he's going to continue northbound here. He's got a lot of traffic out here, pedestrians in the crosswalk, right in front of that person right there.
Oh my gosh! That was a
close call. So yeah, we're going to have to slide right, Mike. It's the next street over. Unfortunately, I'm losing him here.
Come on, Mike. Catch up that plane. We need Stu to tell us.
It is.
I mean, that car. Look, I'm saying the plane. I can't even talk right. I get too excited. Where'd he go?
The garage
Looks like
closed.
that might have been a pretty decent place, but yeah, maybe so. But regardless, and now now he's definitely losing some time. This could be an opportunity for units to gain some ground if they did want to come and move in on this suspect, but instead he gets out of that dead end. So, kind of aimless. Does this guy have any idea what he's doing as he goes on the wrong side there and now northbound on Maple Avenue? So
that was a big
kind of close to Skid Row, but some of the districts where we could have a lot of pedestrians out here as well. We're not too far away from Little Tokyo and the Arts District, just flying through these intersections right here. And on the kind of eastern perimeter of where all the big tall buildings are, but lots of parking garages here. Definitely the bane of helicopter law enforcement. When it comes to these pursuits, he makes a westbound turn onto 6th Street. So kind of now back
the
towards,
oh boy.
Yeah, I think he is going the wrong way here. Yes, 6th Street does, I believe, just go east now. A northbound turn onto LA Street. So, yeah, this is definitely getting pretty tough right now. Let me send it back to you right now for a second,
if you're
Mike.
just joining us here on KCAL News at 6, you're watching a live pursuit happening right now. The CHP tracking a stolen vehicle and the LA County Sheriff's Department tracking it from their helicopter overhead. This person just getting off the freeway and onto surface streets in downtown LA, obviously making it much more difficult for those who are overhead, including us. But, Mike, it's been incredible that, when they were going down that one-way street, there were no other cars coming the other way.
Yeah, they got really lucky because in downtown LA, that doesn't usually happen.
At
and
this
I'm just
hour?
listening to the sheriff's helicopter here. They're still trying to get those CHP units in place. The problem is CHP is not going to drive like this guy's driving, right? So they're going to try to, do their best to do the rules of the road and not put anybody in harm's way, trying to catch up to this guy. This guy does not have any interest in, anybody else's safety, really, it seems at this point as we go through Main and 2nd here in downtown LA. So hopefully those CHP units will be able to catch up. We had hoped they were going to make up some time when we thought he was going to go into that garage. And I don't know if that garage gate was closed or something, but he turned back around. And I was hoping CHP was going to be able to kind of get him at that point, but that didn't happen. And we were approaching, I believe this is going to be the 101 here. So we're actually getting close to being out of the downtown area.
Wow.
Very close there.
Wow.
That was so scary.
Passing near City Hall, right, Des?
Yeah, right by City Hall. And ironically, we were right by LAPD's headquarters as well. As let's see if they're going to be getting on the 101. But kind of weird to have just come through downtown and gone through all of that and still, sticking with this one. Almost certainly would have thought that they would go to just ditch the vehicle. Yes, Arcadia and Spring is where they're at right now. So we're right there parallel on the 101. And now
Where's he
backing
going?
up here really fast. He did not like being stopped. Doesn't like the idea, I think, of giving the authorities any opportunity to catch up, even though they are not behind
Oh
him
my God, he
on the
backed
ground,
up
so
all the
making
way.
a wrong turn right there.
Oh my
as we
gosh.
now head on to Main Street, so kind of towards Chinatown right now, leaving downtown Los Angeles, probably for the better, get away from some of these pedestrian areas anyway, but really just definitely seeing a lot of crazy maneuvers here, a little wrong side of the road. He was in the bike lane there for a little bit, backing up at like 30 miles an hour. Definitely scary stuff now over onto Cesar Chavez. So just kind of around the perimeter of downtown, onto the sidewalk and into the parking garage here. Just anything they could do to get away from this
There was
traffic.
somebody
Cuts
on a
off the
bicycle
cyclist right there with this full-size vehicle. And just, the way that suspect jerking the wheel back and forth and stuff like this, with a vehicle this tall and getting out of the way of a scooterist right there. Yeah, you can see how nerve-wracking this is getting. A lot of people out here, rush hour traffic, and a lot of pedestrians and cyclists and scooterists, and a lot of people out here in a ton of danger.
Well, as far as we know, this started in the Lakewood area, the Lakewood Sheriff
He's on
Station,
the wrong side of the road.
pursuing this car, and then they actually stopped. Again, Mike, do we have any reason why? It could have been because they were driving too recklessly.
So I'm working on getting some clarification because I actually heard the same exact thing I heard on, I don't remember what day it was, sometime last week when they got rid of a pursuit as well. And it sounds like it's the same TFO, Technical Flight Officer. So when he requested CHP to get involved, he said, because of our department policies and the length the pursuit has been going.
Yep.
Now, that is new to me. I've not heard that reason for giving up a chase, essentially a period of time. So I'm trying to check with the sheriff's department to see if that's a new type of policy. But you're right. Usually when they get rid of it, it's speed, it's driving, it's the want is not that serious. This is the first time, and it's now twice in a week that I have heard the airship say, we're giving this up because of our department policy and how long it's been going. That is new for me. So I'm trying to sort out kind of what that means. But the sheriff's ship, it sounds like, again, it's the same flight officer.
Oh, they're going
another reverse.
Yep. Another dead end right there, and back out on the street. So that is obviously it's just totally aimless here. The suspect clearly does not know where they're at. This is the second time now that this has happened, and there doesn't really seem to be any kind of a plan here. And again, I mean, you're just endangering so many people right now, really for no reason, when there's no ground units behind this guy. I mean, I'm sure he doesn't like having that helicopter overhead, but we got to get this suspect out of this vehicle at rush hour here. We've just had so many close calls as it is, as we're now heading back towards downtown. Definitely don't want to see that southbound on Figueroa, but and then making the turn back onto Cesar Chavez. So back out onto this and just around the perimeter downtown, right near the 4-level interchange.
Yeah, so this is a pursuit of a stolen vehicle. It makes us wonder, though, as this person is not giving this one up.
Goodness.
And as desperate as
give
this
me a
person
break.
is, going on the wrong side of the road at this hour with this much traffic, and traffic clearly coming onto them,
Right in front of a
but
traffic
still
cop.
driving, this way. It makes me wonder if there's so much more to this than a stolen car.
Yeah, I would venture to guess that he is probably wanted for something more than just the theft of this car, the way that he is driving. Now, I thought for a second CHP may have gotten a unit behind it because they did what they call putting the air on the clearance, which means they're restricting the radio traffic to the person that is involved in a pursuit. So they did that, which usually means that there's a unit behind it. The problem is they went wrong way, so that unit may not have been able to go with him that way. I did briefly see a motorcycle officer to the right of him as well with their lights and sirens on. So we're getting closer. CHP did play the game of, well, does LAPD want to take it? And that didn't materialize in anything. LAPD probably wants nothing to do with this at all, even though it is on surface streets in their area. But we are just going so fast on these surface streets now through the Echo Park area. At least we are out of downtown where the tall buildings are not going to be a problem. At least the helicopter is going to be able to maintain visual on him now. As we close call on the wrong side of the road, they're trying to get around traffic.
I mean, how many close calls was that? You know, I mean, every time they go through an intersection, blow through an intersection, go around to go on the wrong side of the road.
You know, hopefully at some point the cops will catch up to him and be able to, you know, stop him, because he's putting a lot of lives in danger. This one's a scary one.
Oh, yeah, and I'm just kind of relieved that we're getting away from Echo Park Lake as well, because now it's obviously a huge destination with a lot of people out there walking at this time of the day, and this guy just doesn't care. What are you doing now? Okay, making a U-turn here. Just this guy cannot handle being stopped for more than 2 seconds. Just really, it sounds like is that a ground unit, Chris? Okay, he may have seen some LAPD units here. I wonder if maybe they are going to get involved, because I mean, it's clearly we're at the point now where just anyone that's out there on patrol is going to see this guy driving like a maniac and want to get, like, you know, wonder what is going on with this. I mean, this has probably been radioed over from sheriffs or CHP as well. So let's see if LAPD, you know, has any interest in getting this person off of the street. There were a couple of units down there.
Oh, shit.
Boy. And look at that. Just ridiculous. Could have ditched this car so long ago, and instead
now the car's messed
comes
up
in and gets in a crash. 2 SUVs. Fortunately, it was kind of a glancing blow, and the suspect is now out. So they out of the passenger side too. So yeah, they're out. At least the danger is over. I hope those people will be okay. It was a newer SUV, probably good safety equipment with that car. Now just kind of out here trying to blend in now that they've gotten away.
Afternoon stroll.
We are on Glendale and Park Avenue, and hands in his pocket, and just kind of
and not
just out
even
here strolling around.
Here
we go.
You know, no regard for whether that person is okay or not in the other car. Glanced back for just a second and said, "Oh boy." But
took them no time.
It's like the CHP units are now. Yep, they caught up with him finally, and looks like the CHP is the one who's going to be taking this person down. But again, this started with the LA County Sheriff's Department, Lakewood Station, with a stolen car, and we do believe there could be a lot more going on than a stolen car because of the way this person was driving recklessly, not only on the right shoulder of the freeway or on the shoulders of the freeway at high rates of speed. At peak traffic hour, it was just incredible to see this person flying by other cars with no regard, and then getting onto surface streets on the right-hand side is what you're seeing there. First in the downtown area, and then here after passing.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't hit the couple very hard. I mean, I know it was going fast, and it was definitely a hit, but that was definitely a little scary for that couple. Bless their heart. And look at this guy. He just so casually just thought he could walk away. I mean, yeah. But they get him. Let's watch him get him one more time. He just thought he was just going to mosey on down the road like no big deal. I think that was great. Yeah, thank goodness it's over. Exactly, Lois. Thank goodness it's over, because he could have caused damage to so many others. Yeah, look, they're trying to push the car off the road. Bless their heart. Bless their heart. And look, Good Samaritans coming to help out. See, that's what I like. That's what I like. See all these Good Samaritans? These people, they didn't have to be involved, but they were so nice. That is so sweet. Just get it out the middle of traffic. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm glad y'all all stopped by. It was fun. I just, I'm into trying new things, and this is one of my new things is chases to go along with my nighttime things. So I'm glad y'all all stopped by. Peace out. Rubber's gone.